Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Say this with me. Thank you.
Throwing to start the drive. Reeves. That's complete. He finds Jordan Reed. And they let this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards of the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Reeves.
Alexa, what are like 1 and 2?
Another first down as this time they get it even 20.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The Packers are 1 and 2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in, and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright? I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. I don't think this will even help. It doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. Now, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll send Brown in motion right. On second down now. Peoples, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Murray off play action.
Oh, that's crazy.
And now it's second down. You look at this Packers defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. He's got this downfield in the corner. Huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Hands it off for the gun. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there, with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
So I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Reeves. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did something like that.
An excellent way to start the drive there at 18 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for that
It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Serious? This motherfucker just... Well, they don't do shit on that no more. You can't jump and go get shit.
And big time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and
Ooh, Dior? Damn.
this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. As he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
On 3rd down, Reese. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep.
I should have known that shit was going to happen, bro. That was some bullshit right there.
Touch pass going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. To throw, it's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
from the red zone. Here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
Man, come on, man. Man, y'all on some bullshit. Okay, let's see what you're doing. That shit ain't happening again. When I come out next, you want to do that? Let's go. We'll fuck you up next time. Alright, that bullshit. Exactly.
Play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he stopped at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Pierce gets this one running right. Only a couple there. It's going to be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Daniel Wheeling now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting.
Come on, man.
At least it wasn't a turnover off the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that.
Oh, fuck me.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Murray now. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began. Thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep down the field that can hurt your defense.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shifty defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Dobbins. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature. You go and try to put some pressure on the defense.
And able to get this one across. Throwing on first down. Reeves to Pierce. They set up the screen. He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They're going to pick up that one first as the screen pass gets him in.
A good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw on second down. Reeves. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it here just past the 25. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss. And another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. Trey McBride. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, Peoples. Give him 5 on the carry there. And it'll be
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Packers' 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Play fake. Murray.
Butch.
For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Oh my gosh, man. This motherfucker just stopped right there. Bullshit, man. That's bullshit. I didn't think he was even doing that shit.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory, just a little time, do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reese. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. In motion comes the tight end left. A final shot before break. Reeves going quickly there, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just at the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now he's loose at the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone. They'll pick up a 5 or 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. It wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They go play action here on first down. Now this air down deep for Reed. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Down the left sideline. He may go. Wow, between last week and this week, he's got 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago. Got 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now, because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give right side. Peoples, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defense. Because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw on 2nd down, Rees. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Packers, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. On first down, Reese, incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Dameon Pierce, 62 yards. And the Packers are able to claw one back. Carlson's extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Murray now to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Now, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Panther 11, Panther 11.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Murray now running right on the option. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. On play action, it's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll get 34 yards there.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll run on first down. Peoples, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In motion left comes Brown. On second down, a run with Dobbins.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Play action. Now it's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rees. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The throw over the middle taken in. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Cards are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they will take a knee here. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb.